It's my honor and privilege to now invite Mr. George Schieren to say a few words on behalf of the recipients of the Honorary Doctorates.
Thank you very much. Chairman Fetterman, President Ben Sasson, Rector Cohn, members of the board, members of the faculty, fellow honorees, doctoral candidates, family, and friends. I am truly honored and greatly humbled to stand before you today on behalf of all the honorees to acknowledge the recognition that has been bestowed upon us. While we all emanate from many different backgrounds and walks of life, covering the arts, physical and social sciences, politics, mathematics, humanities, philanthropy, business, and yes, even the law, I am certain that we share a common concern for humanity and for the importance of higher education to civilization. I stand in awe of my co-honorees and all that they have accomplished. And I turn to all of our doctoral candidates today and congratulate you for what you have accomplished and for what you will most certainly accomplish tomorrow. In the 5 minutes that I have been allotted, I would not be so presumptuous as to suggest what you might do to accomplish even more. I can, however, inform you of what I have done or observed through the years that has been meaningful. To the extent you find this information useful, wonderful. If not, please excuse me as I ramble on for another 4.5 minutes. May I start with the word accomplish, defined as to bring to its goal or conclusion, carry out, perform, finish. I have already used this word several times today, referring both to our honorees and our graduates. I view the concept of accomplishment, to borrow a commonly used expression, as a journey, not a destination. Throughout the continuum of life, we are always trying to accomplish something. When we are in school, we are trying to learn and hopefully receive good grades. When we are conducting research, we hope to achieve a significant discovery. In business, we hope to have a product or service that we can sell for a profit. These are obvious accomplishments, but is it just the end result that defines accomplishment? I think not. Nor are accomplishments always easy to discern. And certainly much of what we accomplish cannot be measured in terms of material rewards. Let me share with you 4 examples of what I mean. In my law practice, I frequently interact with people who, for one reason or another, have made a poor choice. In a community that includes well-educated, often young and inexperienced lawyers, investment bankers, and other professionals, I have observed ethical lapses, such as sharing potentially valuable confidential information with unauthorized persons, which exposed those individuals to enormous civil and even criminal penalties. I often pause, reflect, and ask, why would a person jeopardize a career and even their freedom for some relatively small, short-term financial or other benefit? What were these individuals trying to accomplish? What, in fact, did they accomplish? If the conduct goes undetected, then that person may, at least briefly, have gotten away with something. That, however, sounds quite a lot like stealing or cheating, because it is. In my mind, any true accomplishment has an essential moral and ethical component and falls completely hollow without it. Dishonesty in any aspect of life, work or play, can never result in real accomplishment. This scenario brings to mind a lesson I learned early in my career. Whenever you contemplate something, think about how you would feel if your mother or father or your family or friends were to read about it on the front page of your newspaper. Would you be proud of your conduct, or would you be embarrassed? The answer will undoubtedly define whether you have in fact accomplished something. Another concept that resonates with me when I think of accomplishment is failure. I know it sounds a bit odd and contradictory, but in my experience, life rarely moves in a straight line. There are always bumps in the road, and indeed, sometimes we stumble into quite large craters. But in this context, a failure often means that we are moving on the continuum, that we ventured outside of our safety zone and put ourselves at risk, and at least at this particular point, did not make it to the finish line. That we on occasion fail is always quite difficult and painful. But after soaking for a while, I have tried to pick myself up, learn from my mistakes, and move forward. Overcoming those inevitable failures along the journey is a very important accomplishment, and hopefully helps prepare us to better navigate the next hurdle we undoubtedly will face. Next on my very short list is Tikkun Olam, making the world a better place. I have observed that among the most satisfying things that I have accomplished involve acts which have benefited others. Whatever the service or contribution, applying my knowledge, skills, experience, and resources to serve our community has always proved to be life-enriching for me. The mitzvah of giving back in any way that you can is among the most special of accomplishments. And one final observation. Looking around this wonderful assembly in this spectacular setting, we think about those who could not be with us today to share this special occasion. And we see here those we love and care about, and those who love and care about us. Without them, where would we be? Is there any accomplishment more important than to love and nurture, and to be loved and nurtured by our families and dear friends? So, on behalf of all the honorees today, I thank you once again and congratulate you on all of your accomplishments.
תודה לך, מר ג'ורג' שירן. בזה תם חלקו הראשון של הטקס.
Thank you very much, Mr. Schieren. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the first part of the ceremony.